Hi everyone, this is Becky with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today I want to show you how you can update your My Profile within Command. So within Command, there are two different main profiles that you can make changes to. The first is going to be your marketing profile, which is any changes. They're going to be more of your external profile. It'll show up on your marketing, on your designs, on your website, things like that. And you can make changes to that. We do have a video that covers how to do that. It's going to be called your marketing profile, and it'll be about making changes to that on our YouTube channel. So you can feel free to check that out. However, there is another profile, and it's actually merged from the referrals profile merged with my profile within Command. So it's all going to be one profile. It's also called the profile of record on some KW resources. So whether you hear profile of record or my profile, they're going to refer to the same one. So what we want to do is we want to log into Command, which is agent.kw.com with our KW login credentials. We're going to click our name in the top right corner. And from the drop-down menu, we're going to click My Profile. So once we're on My Profile, we're going to walk through a couple things that you'll want to look at here. So My Profile, the first thing you want to take a look at is this toggle in the top right corner to display your profile on kw.com. If you want people to be able to find you on kw.com or on the KW consumer apps, you will want to make sure this is toggled on. So you'll want to click yes. Just a heads up that any changes that you make to this profile will take up to 72 hours to populate all across the board. So allow 72 hours for all of those changes to go into effect after you've made them. And then if you're running into any snags, feel free to reach out to us. So we're going to scroll down. The first section we have is the About Me section. So this is where we can adjust our name, profile photo, biography, languages spoken, service areas, specialties, designations, things like that. So we would just click this edit pencil right here, and we can go through and make all of these changes right in here. You can update this profile photo right here. So this is going to be, again, your internal profile. It's also what's going to show up when people are looking for you as a referral partner within the referrals applet in Command. So you can have this be different than what you have on your marketing profile if you'd like, but you definitely don't have to. So you can go through and make these changes right here. You would just say choose another image and upload it here. Then you would just change your preferred first name, last name, however you would like that displayed. Add your biography, preferred language. You can add any additional languages that you speak right here. So you can scroll through. There's a ton of options. So you can go through and pick a bunch of different languages in there, whatever you speak. Service areas, we can add more service areas in here. So we can say, trying to think of something off the top of my head. We'll say, so we can just add more cities to it. So we can just go through and we can add different areas that we service. For example, we can just add whatever we service. Obviously, you might not service all of these areas, and they might just be more localized, but you can go in and you can remove some that you have in there. You can add more. So you can go through and change those up however you'd like. Then any specialties you have here, any special certifications you may have, anything you're specializing in, and then designations. So if you are a real estate agent, whether you are an official realtor, you can go in and edit those right there. And then we'll just click Save Changes, and we'll see those automatically update right there. The real estate license number right here, so that should appear if you have that added. If any of that information is wrong, you'll want to reach out to your Market Center staff, as they'll need to update that on their end. Whether the license number itself is wrong, the expiration date is wrong, or any of those, you can reach out to them and they can get that updated for you. And then your contact information. So this is, again, what's going to show on your referrals profile. So you can click edit right here and put in the number that they can reach you at. Moving down, you'll see My KW on the left-hand side. This is going to be the internal information. So this is more of your profile of record. So we have your system information. It's going to show your KW email right here, and your KW start date, KW UID, your logins, things like that. So you can change your username. You can click this to reset your password. You can update your recovery email. And then your personal information, again, this is going to be internal. So this is going to be what your market center staff can see on their end, but it's not going to be shown anywhere else. So you have your personal contact information, your KW Communications email, your mailing address, legal name, social security, which you won't be able to see. You also won't be able to edit it on your end. So you will not be able to see that. It'll be dotted out like that. Things like that. So you can just keep on scrolling down through here, make sure all of this is up to date. You can have your emergency contact, demographic information. So there's a bunch of different things you can edit in there. You can also change your primary market center and things like that. Then on the left-hand side, under My Affiliations, you're going to see your MLS affiliations right here. So if you click on that, you'll see the MLS IDs. And then down through here, you'll see any market centers that you are a part of. If you click on that and then say roles, you'll be able to see what role you have in that market center. Yours should say agent, and under that is how you would view your CAP status. So you'll be able to go in and view that. If you are not in there as an agent, it'll probably say administrative staff or market center staff or whatever your role is. But if it does say agent, that is how you are going to find your CAP status and things like that. If you do have any questions or run into any snags with any of this, please feel free to reach out to us. Our email is support@scottroymarketing.com, and we are always happy to help out. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.